Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for this video, I just want to let you know that the reason why people were attacking you so much in your life and trying to bring you down was because they were fully aware of your worth and your anointing and that beautiful light that shined very bright whenever you came around them. So they wanted to gaslight you in order to convince you of the opposite about you. So all the horrible things that people in your life try to make you believe about yourself, it was all a bunch of lies in order to discredit who you actually were and in order for them to feel superior to you and comfortable around your presence. Now, this also comes down and stems from jealousy. Whenever someone who comes around has something that is very admirable and something that a lot of people wish to have, like for example, empathy, being overly sensitive and overly emotional and being able to put yourself in the shoes of other people and feeling actually their pain and having a deeper connection to understand people's experiences and to help them, and your giving nature. Now, some people may have told you that you were too much, that you were too sensitive, too talkative, too creative, or too much of something. But the reality was that they wanted you to conform to the way that they expected you to be in order for them to feel comfortable around you, because your spirit irritates their demons and it irritates their insecurities whenever they see you happy or at peace or just being your authentic self. Now, another thing that a lot of people will say when you don't fit into the mold that everybody wants you to conform to, the social norms, and dress the way or talk and behave and think the same way as everyone else, they're going to also insult you and call you weird, strange, something's wrong with you, we need to fix this about you, you have a defect about your personality that needs to be changed. Now, ever since I was little, it's just my personality. Ever since I was little, I've always been sensitive. It's just something that's who I am as a person, and I can't change it. I'm just very sensitive. Ever since I was little, I was highly sensitive. I would cry for everything. I would feel people's emotions. I was very emotional, and I loved animals, and I just connected to nature. Like, nature and animals was just my calling ever since I was little. That's why I would take care of little cats, stray cats and dogs. Whenever I would see them, I would ask my parent to go to the store to get food because I wanted to take care of animals. It's just my giving nature. And that's actually who I am, but people try to make me feel that I was the opposite, that I was selfish, that I was just full of myself. But all the time I would always help them over and over again. And whenever I was getting my energy depleted because I always felt bad for people and I wanted to be there to be somebody to show them that people do care about them, they would actually weaponize my kindness and use it to switch the roles around and make it seem that I was the bad person and the whole time they were the innocent victim. And people would try to justify the way that they treated me. They treated me horrendously. Like, no one deserves to be treated as poorly as I've been treated in my life. It's just, human beings can be cruel, insensitive, selfish, and whatnot, but it's just very sad to see that they're capable of treating another person that way because they feel jealous and bitter because they want something that that person has. Now, they really, in high school, they did chip at my self-esteem so bad. It was to the point where I was depleted. They would just always come around whenever they needed something from me. I was just surrounded by people who were just taking advantage of me, using my kindness as a weakness, and getting away with so much horrible things that they did to me. But The reality is that they will try to make it seem that you were the whole time that you were the bad person. And they will slander your character, tarnish and ruin your reputation, and make it seem that you are this horrible person when you no longer want to deal with their problems, because they want someone who can solve all their issues, feed off of their energy, just a bunch of energy vampires feeding off of your energy. That's why in my previous video I talk about self-care, because when you come from a narcissistic family and you were taught that that's just the way to always be towards people, and you always have to put everyone else's needs before your own, you're taught to put yourself last and to make yourself smaller just for people to feel okay to be around you. But it's not okay, because our purpose is so much greater than people who are very close-minded and don't want to see more to life than the way that they perceive things to be. Now, this also goes down to not allowing people's jealousy to get towards you. During the next year, this new upcoming year, you're going to face a lot of jealousy and a lot of opposition, and people who are going to try to make you feel that you don't deserve to have what you have, or you don't deserve to become the best version of yourself. Do not allow any of the noise from the outside people tell you anything about yourself, because in reality is that you are a blessing. The whole time you were the blessing in their lives, and they wanted to make you feel that you don't deserve anything. Now, it does feel very bad when you truly care about people and you love them, but the whole time they don't care about you, because their actions will reveal to you how they feel about you. And as a chosen one, we need to stop always trying to see the good in people. We need to stop also giving people always the benefit of the doubt over and over again, so they continuously hurt us and harm us and break down our self-esteem and bring us down to their level. During this year, we need to be very stingy and prioritize our self-care and look after ourselves, because people are after that high energy off of you. The darkness needs to feed off of your light. Or if they can't do that, then they're going to find ways to dim your light in order to feel better, because that's what they're sent here to do, to try to take you off track, to make you go the opposite way of where you're actually destined to go. You need to stay focused. You need to have tunnel vision during this upcoming year. Tunnel vision. Do not allow anyone to get in the way of what God has for you. And also be very cautious of the fake smiles and the fake love all of a sudden. You need to believe that when people hurt you and when they were laughing and mocking you in your face, they actually meant that for harm. I know it's hard to believe it at times, but you really need to believe that they didn't feel bad when they did that to you. They left you feeling sad and bad about yourself, and then they ended up disappearing and not even apologizing for the way that they treated you, because they simply do not care about you. They only cared about putting you down in order for them to complete their assignment, to put you down. That's their mission. Their mission was always to put you down. So do not trust these snakes during the next season of your life. Be able to use your power of discernment to understand that just because someone's nice to you and gives you insincere compliments and makes you feel really good about yourself with words, that their words are not going to align with their behavior and the energy that they give to you. Also, do not allow anyone to make you feel like you have to be in competition with them. Now, jealous people also want to be in secret competition with you. So they want to know what's going on in your life and all the things that you're doing. They want to live through you in order to compete and compare themselves to you. You need to be very cautious and very reserved about what's going on within your life. Do not openly share what you have planned or what the next step is for you to get to that next level in your life. You need to be very private during these times, because trust me, even though people have decided to walk out of your life and avoid you, they're still worried about you and they're still watching you. Even if you don't see it, they're still trying to see what else is going on within your life. So you need to be very, very alert of that. And do not allow people who want to slander and ruin your reputation to get the best out of you. As long as you know who you are, and as long as you know that you have treated people the right way and that your actions have proved that you're a good person, but they want to make it seem that you did the opposite of what they did to you, then let it be. It is what it is. You can't control people who want to do dirty things behind your back and be messy. The only person you have control over is you, and you're the one in control of making sure that you continue to move towards your goals. No one else is in control of this. So don't give people the power to tarnish what you have going on in your life. And also be very observant of the people who least clap for you, or they don't congratulate you, or they're not really happy for you whenever something good happens in your life. And with jealous people, you don't want to share your accomplishments and your achievements to them, because they're going to downplay your accomplishments and they're going to make you feel that you're not doing enough, that you're not good enough. Don't allow anyone to put their limitations onto you. And understand that people are only part-time in your life. You were meant to be their karma in a way. With your good energy you gave to them, they had a choice. They either chose to treat you right and appreciate you for how you treated them and the good energy that you gave to them, or they had the choice to instead use that good energy and try to attack you and bring you down. That's their karma. So they have to deal with it. And we can't rescue people. I know as much as we want to help and care for people, we can only help those who are truly genuine and they want to change their ways. We can't stay stuck in toxic, negative cycles of people who want to continuously bring their issues to us and not do anything to fix them themselves. So let's just continue this new year with taking good care of ourselves, doing the best we can to still be respectful and still love our enemies, but we can always remember that we can love our enemies from a distance. And we need to forgive them, because honestly they act in ways that are questionable and are not okay. They're acting in very harmful ways, and the only person they're truly hurting is themselves, because that jealousy that they harbor inside, it's only eating at their soul and making them feel even worse and worse about themselves. Now, we need to detach ourselves from those energies and not allow the way that other people feel about themselves affect the way that we feel about ourselves. As long as we know who we are and we're confident in who we are and we are serious about our goals, then it should not matter how someone else feels. I hope this message helped anyone, and just be very observant of how people treat you and the energy that they give you when you're around them, because energy really speaks louder than anything. That energy of negativity and the way that someone makes you feel about yourself says a lot about how they feel about you. If someone makes you feel good about yourself and makes you feel like you're just lovable and makes you feel amazing, you know for a fact that they're the type of people that belong in your life. But if someone in your life tries to make you feel like you're difficult to deal with because they can't easily manipulate you to take advantage of you, then they don't belong in your life. Or if someone makes you feel that you're doing too much and you need to be doing less, and they're giving you bad advice to stop you from reaching your goals, they do not belong in your life. Or if someone tries to make you feel like you're hard to love and you're asking too much, they're not the right person, because they don't have what it takes to fill your cup. And if someone tries to gossip negatively about you, those people are not for you. Or they talk bad about other people. Do not stay close to people who talk really bad about other people, because they're most likely also going to talk about you whenever the time is right for them to tarnish the information that you shared with them. So be very careful with who you allow in your life from now on, because you can't take everyone with you. I know you love them and I know you care for them, but all they're going to do is keep you stuck, and they're not going to allow you to grow, because they're going to feel threatened, and they're going to feel like you betrayed them because you decided to elevate yourself. But they had the chance to grow with you. You were there to support them, but they wanted to do the opposite of what you intended for good for them, and you can't do anything about it. Now, we also need to be aware that even though we have the best intentions and good intentions towards people, jealous people do not have the same intentions towards us. In fact, they have bad intentions towards us. They do not want to see us continue to reach higher levels. They want to bring us down. So be very observant in this upcoming year, because a lot of people from your past, a lot of people that you haven't spoke to in a long time, who left you during those difficult times in your life, and they didn't even check up on you to see if you were okay, or they didn't even bother to text you or to check up on you. Those people who thought that they didn't need you, all of a sudden are going to try to reappear, because they know that God is preparing something beautiful in your life, and they know that. So be very selective with who you allow into your circle, because you allow one wrong person into your circle, they're going to bring you down, and you're going to have to build yourself all the way back up by yourself. And realize that the way that someone treats you says a lot about how they feel about you, not their words. They can say, "Oh, I really like you. I really want to be your good friend, and I'm going to always be there for you." But the actions are the opposite of what they say, and they're just using sweet words to manipulate you. You can't fall for that. And also, do not allow people who are hot and cold with you and who push and pull you away. So whenever they feel lonely, or whenever they feel that they need support, or or to vent to someone or need help with a problem, they reach out to you whenever it's convenient for them to have your assistance and your energy. They're gonna call you, but whenever they don't need anything, they're gonna push away and pretend like you don't even exist anymore, and then reappear whenever they need something again. Do not allow those type of people to take space in your head. And if they bring you confusion, cut them off, because anything that brings you confusion is not God's plan for you. God does not want you to be confused and miserable and make you question your own self-worth because of someone's inability to show up for you and love you the way that you deserve to be treated. So that's the message here. And another thing that we need to be aware of is, let's see, the victim mentality. So people are going to try to make you feel guilty for not allowing them back into your life. They're going to tell you that you're such a bad person, that I've known you for all your life, and I was there for you, and we had such good times together. But understand, if they brought any type of toxicity and they caused pain in your life that you had to heal from, you don't need to go back to that same pattern of getting hurt again so you can heal from the same thing. Once you learn your lesson, you need to actually learn it so that it won't repeat itself and you don't have to keep relearning the same exact lesson over and over again. And you have to be very serious about yourself and what God has for you, because God intends you to become the beacon of light in this world. In order for that to happen, you have to make sure that you strip away things that just don't belong in your life, that are just weighing you down and keeping you heavy and keeping you not being able to move towards what you have. And also get rid of fear and doubt. Let God take control over your life, and don't overthink about what's gonna happen. God wants you to trust him. That way he can put the right people who are going to help you and who are going to actually help you reach that new level in your life. So don't worry too much about the people that didn't value you or took you for granted or overlooked you. They weren't meant to be with you because they don't have the same morals, integrity, respect, and compassion and love that you have. All they're going to do is project their hatred and their insecurities onto you, and then you're going to have to heal from something that wasn't even yours to begin with. So I really hope this message helped anyone, and continue to be yourself, continue to stay true to who you are, and continue to share that beautiful light with the world. Bye.